lesson 87 completely. You do not do the homework for it. You will do, on lesson 88, you will do the homework questions that were from 87 because they're using the slope formula. Does that make sense? You know the slope formula. You've been using it. We don't need to spend a whole day on just slope formula, okay? So don't skip any on the homework for tonight on lesson 88, but you do not do lesson 87 notes or homework. So we're looking at the distance formula today. No, that's lesson 92. All right. So given 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, the distance from one point to the other can be found using that formula. Do you have to learn this distance formula? Yes. If you refuse to learn it, it is going to take way longer. You may not get these right. Using distance formula, they do not take that long to solve. Square root. Yeah, you will plug in things for x1, x2, y1, and y2. They're going to say use the distance formula to find the distance between these 2 points. This is important. You will have to know it. You will be expected to just use it on demand from now on without having to look up the formula. They're going to expect you to immediately know the formula, not have to think about it, okay? Oh, that one's an easy one. It comes from the Pythagorean theorem. Use the distance to find the... Yes.
We don't have to draw out.
Right. That's right. You do not have to graph them anymore.
Do you check my graphing?
No. I mean, you can, but you just check your work. Now, instead of graphing these, you use your distance formula. It makes it a lot quicker. You do not have to worry about making a graph, finding your points on the graph, counting correctly. So we're looking for the distance between 4, -2 and -5, 3. So let's start by just writing our distance formula. The distance formula is the square root of what? Okay. So what is my x2? Minus what? Any questions so far? Okay, what is my y2? Minus what? Okay, make it a +2. Any questions on that part? Okay, what is -5 minus 4? 81 when you square it. Plus 20, oh, okay, go left to, really no need for all that. Will 106 reduce? It is what times what? 2 times 53? Is 53 prime? I think so. Any questions there? If it will reduce, you have to reduce it. Do not make these decimals, leave them as radicals. Any questions so far? Okay. Looking at PV equals nRT. It's a chemistry physics formula. You'll get to it when you do chemistry or physics at some point. Supposedly, Saxon says. I don't know. I don't remember. I feel like I did it in chemistry, but that was a long time ago.
We're not right.
Hmm? Mhm. Your variables. P is pressure. It's in terms of atmospheres. Your V is for volume. It's in liters. N is the number of moles of gas. Do y'all remember people celebrating Mole Day? Have y'all celebrated it before? It'll be in chemistry that you'll celebrate it. You'll learn what a mole is. I remember what it is. I do not remember how to explain it. R is a constant. It is always 0.0821. You have to learn that number, 0.0821. It will give it to you for the first few problems. Remember, R is this or whatever, but then it'll stop giving it to you. Yeah, there's one right there. And then T is temperature in kelvins. No, the mole, the number isn't a constant. The R is a constant. Haley? Chelsea, do you need a note? That's what the problems are going to look like. Use this relationship, and then it'll say R equals this. Eventually, it'll drop off that R equals. It'll expect you to know it. So you may not know what variable we're looking for right now. That's fine. Just start by plugging in what you know. It says when the temperature is 273. Well, which variable is temperature? The pressure is 1. What is pressure? The volume is 8. What is volume? Make sense? Now we have N and R. So what are we solving for? You see how that works? Do what? R. Constant means it's a number. Like pi is a constant. Any other questions on that part? So it says if the calculator is handy, it reduces to a specific number.
I got 0.379132. Vector 6.
Yeah, point.
So, we're just 2 decimal places.
That's fine. They have that. But that's the same thing as what y'all got. Any other questions? Okay. Look at another one. Use the formula to find the volume. So what variable are we solving for? Man, how difficult, right? Most of them start with what they are. V for volume, T for temperature, P for pressure. R is always going to be that number. So filling in the formula, P is what? Our V. Our N. What is our R? And then what is our T? What? Yeah, it's moles. It's like saying 0.8 liters.
Volume of 0.8.
Yeah, find the volume when it has this many moles. Any other questions? Okay, so what would be our volume?
I got 3.1. I got 9.
Okay, multiply 400 times those two decimals. What do you get when you multiply those three together?
You get 27.3288.
Okay, and then what do you divide by? And what do you get? Yes, you get 9.107. Any questions on that one? Do I need to go over it with anybody? .01? I bet you switched your decimals or something. Just two of them, like switched them around. Because that's really close to the right answer. Any other questions on these? Okay, what is your distance formula?
X2 minus, wait.
Oh crap.
X2 minus X1. Wait, square root, wait. Square root. Square root of X2 minus X1 squared plus Y2 minus Y1 squared.
Any questions on the distance formula? So when it says find the distance between 2 points, do you have to graph them? If you can, you can if you want to, but it's going to take longer. What is our new formula what's the important part that we have to know?
The R.
The R. What is the R?
0.0821.
Any questions on this lesson? Okay. Go ahead and clear your desk for your test corrections.